Evan McPherson about ready to get this going as we are underway now from Paul Brown Stadium. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Drake with a first down and more. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that, but that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Sam Hubbard in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the
Mike,
pressure.
baby, you saying so young.
They zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. Throwing on second and long. Carr. He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath. Maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started. And you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball. But you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. Carr to throw for it on fourth down. That's caught by his tight end.
Oh, so the girl ain't y'all blood.
Just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's a second down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown. Darren Waller from 17 yards out. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the
Okay, 4-3.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Forever, my lady.
Brandon Wilson now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll try and start this drive in the air. they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And they go play act, and down
that nigga release
brought down a Raider sack. K.J. Wright came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 2nd and long. Burrow escaping the pressure. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they got their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And that is not going to get him down either. Once again, he stopped behind the line by this Bengals D. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
How much you want to bet?
Play action. And he's going to be
How much you want to bet?
Down. Pressure gets there back at the 39.
How much you want to bet?
Carr going to go on 4th down.
Give my $100. Give mine. That's $2. You owe me $200.
Incomplete. The Raiders trying
$100. Nah. A $100 and a bando are 2 different things.
The former 2nd-round pick. This is Joe Mixon.
Mike, come on. You
just shy of 45.
Nigga said to lose what? Mike, I'm on 200, Mike.
From the 44.
I got you right there. I should have did a possession kick.
Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Mike, how you owe me 200 that quick? No, nothing now. Hold up now. That's a little strong.
Now it's Burrow. This goes out wide from Mixon. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Burrow going for it on 4th.
Oh, Lord.
Flushed out right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. After 7-0 on the
Hey, that's where Mike got a problem. Just a run. He's ready for it, though.
Carr now on 1st down.
Got him.
And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
In the apartment. That's crazy.
And that one will bounce out of the back
Why you
of
get out
the
there
end
and cut
zone,
it?
so we will start here at the 25.
And they tell them to knock some off your ring.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try to get things settled down a little bit.
First down, here's Burrow. Out to the left, he's got Sample there. Still 9 remaining on second down. Burrow looking to pass. Blitz coming and down he goes. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
Don't worry about it. I got something for you.
They'll drop to throw. Oh, hit as he throws.
Thought I did. Incomplete. The other side.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. It's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
4th and goal, and down by a touchdown. The offense stays on the field. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. That is caught. It's Uzomah.
Oh, you would. And look up. Touchdown. Nah, I did hit the trusty button and bounced off. You bounced off and let go.
57
I told you you hurt yourself.
And the Bengals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
When I went straight, when I did that 9 route, boy.
Few times we've been together,
but I didn't that you waiting on me to go on the inside.
That was a determined gallop there.
He ain't had no safety up top.
Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us. Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Drake will start the drive on the ground. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
No, when I do it. When I do it, bullshit.
Got a man, it's Darren Waller. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Darren Waller.
All these people and 5 people hold. That's crazy.
First half touchdowns. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Carlson.
You're sitting 6 or 7 people.
Up to 15 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback.
Feel like blitzing again?
The Bengals drive about to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off at the 35. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, Want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Play action to Drake. Now Carr. That's caught by Waller out left side. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Now a play fake. Carr.
Throw it. Don't throw it.
And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
That was a JB touchdown.
Make it 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Oh, I need that plenty of time. Hold on.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From his end zone, Wilson. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. At their own 21-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Oh, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. He gets this one to Boyd. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Big 13. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. Open man is Uzama. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. C.J. Uzama. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. Zach Taylor's made the decision. They'll go for 2 here. They'll try and throw for it. And that's caught at the 2. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Bell. And a turn as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
So first thing across my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Now Burrow on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow, he'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. Oh, boy, you ain't got no touchdown. Joe Mixon, as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
I knew he was going to catch it. I ain't going to lie.
It's going to be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. And he'll look downfield for Waller. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They'll throw now on the final play. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 29, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. From his end zone, Wilson. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves.
I've been trying to be hard-headed. Not like I can fight through this, but that's cool. He blitzed.
You can't
I ain't torn. I know how to beat that blitz.
To get that done.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Yeah.
Another throw there off the mark.
Obviously,
he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been.
Some shit you can't do nothing about.
I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question. And my suspicion is
I'm going to spread them legs. They can keep blitzing. Let's hold. That's all I need you to do.
Ha! You keep throwing the football.
I ain't tripping on no blitz.
We're not seeing a confident thrower right now.
That's easy.
He's off balance. The passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
What a luxury to have a
you
tight
can
end
bump him all you want, Michael.
Can run after the catch like that.
Expression back in the good old.
Dang, that hurt. Oh, we still got time. Yeah. You got it. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I ain't trying to tell you. I ain't torn, man. I know they got that blitz. It's just certain plays I like to run, but I ain't finna sit here losing because I want to run some plays.
Zach Taylor's made the decision. They'll go for 2 here. They'll look to throw.
I forgot I can't hold the ball like that. It'll take him an hour to get warmed up.
Couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays
hey, when Aaron Rodgers or somebody else, I can sit there and hold it.
Field goal. Here's McPherson to send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Oh, yeah, you a rap, man. Y'all got narcolepsy.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Got him. Oh, that was perfectly played. Dang, that was perfectly played.
And he'll be out of bounds. Past the 45.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
Maybe not. Well,
the Carr's throw pulled in by Renfro.
Go.
And it's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Oh, no. I seen it too. They got me though, man. They want no outside. I ain't gonna lie. I got back in time.
We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a
there you go. How you doing, Mr. Brown?
Points and keep moving.
Extra point by
I can't complain. How about yourself?
And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Oh, okay. What about 2 o'clock?
Set now to kick this one away.
Yes, sir.
And off it goes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'll be there. Bring that joy with you.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
I appreciate that, Mr. Brown.
The Bengals with a first and 10
all right now.
At their own 25-yard line.
Yes, sir. All right.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He completes it.
Look
to
at Twan. Boy. Boy. Twan. Look at Twan. Look at Twan. Boy.
Touchdown, Bengals. 75 yards. And the Bengals able to get this back with a touchdown.
Them blitzes. but you might still win. I'm gonna get you out
there.
Get
a chance to settle
That's what I
for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get what you just break and get on out there and play.
No, that ain't what you said earlier. Like, oh, these niggas ain't that bad. They gonna win a WWE championship.
Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Now I want to see you throw that ball deep again, nigga.
They start with a 1st and 10.
Oh Lord, got him. Yeah. Hey, that little play actually worked. You was like, oh yeah, and then he'll do that.
They score on one play. You come out on offense.
I was so happy to see him breaking free.
They tried the deep ball, couldn't quite connect, but give him an A for effort.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Carr, he's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. That was probably the best way you throw it. I was on your hip.
Play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
It was probably better than nobody did.
Carr on 3rd down.
I see where you want to go. Oh, yeah, that's me. That's me. What the fuck?
And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. It's a big play there for Vegas. So barely time to catch our breath.
It's a run.
1st and 10 just outside.
Maybe not. Yes, sir.
And that is incomplete.
Yes, sir.
A little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going
I got held up.
You panic as well and think, I've got to be there.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
This the battle of the ass defense.
23 yards for the touchdown. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
We already at 100 points. It ain't even the back end of the 3rd yet. Well, it is. Technically.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From his end zone, Wilson. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Nah, he got one hanging out over here. Watch it. We're going to keep our eye on that thunderstorm right there.
It's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Hey!
They're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy.
Yeah, like you knew that was going to happen. Like you weren't supposed to keep running. You know that was awkward.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
Like, got out that shit ASAP. Oh, I didn't know he was going to throw it that deep. I thought he was kind of like dropping that little zone right there.
Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On 3rd down, Burrow.
Oh, that's caught.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not.
They got Young looking like booty meat.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started.
Yeah, Chase Young looking like booty meat.
Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty.
I mean, I said Chase Young, Jamar Chase.
It's 4th down.
Yeah.
Burrow going for it on 4th.
Yes, sir. That was a secure catch right there. I got 5 touchdowns and 4 TDs, bro. That's a great day. For nobody.
Throwing again, it's
oh, Lord.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins.
No. Boy, they purposely floated that ball in the air, man. That was bogus. The ball, they let the ball tip and hang out in the air. Boy, this game dirty. That ball hung out for it to be the way. Oh, man.
He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you call it.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie, he didn't get that run though.
Because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you
better
freedom
stick the pass.
to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football.
There you go, listen to him.
Quite well.
On 2nd and 11 now. Carr. He's going to let this go.
I'll take that. And we're.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 20. That it? Touchdown Raiders. Deshaun Jackson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Raiders get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
We still got
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this.
Hey, man, real talk. It's Kevin's son. I promise, boy, I thought you and Kevin had been met. So he was nonchalant about when I said, hey, man, dude, I thought he was basically like, man, just Mike was the same result. He ended up not like that.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
I'm glad y'all know each other no more.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Got an open man. That's C.J.
Y'all paid each other out. That would have been a hell of a first meeting.
Taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Slant pass to Boyd.
Boyd, stop playing with 12, man. Stop playing with 12, man. Man, those sisters love him.
First down, here's Burrow.
Boy, you were good and well.
Touchdown. 26 yards. And the Bengals are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter.
Man, we just had that debate yesterday. That's crazy. We just had that debate. Sheila's watermelon.
Touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record.
What man, Sheila's is them science projects.
Creating space
they not
and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Steps away to his left. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit.
When I was little, I never heard of Sheila.
QB one-man band play there on the conversion.
And look, let's face it, even quarterbacks who don't have great mobility, in certain situations, they're able to actually take the ball in themselves. Remember way back when Joe Namath against the Giants in the Yale Bowl, right? Remember Joe had all those knee operations. They thought he couldn't run it. No one accounted for him. He practically walked into the end zone.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum is sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie, them A-graded be winning, though. We create just out there with them A-graded. They play whoever. They win whoever you put in front of. So I got to respect it.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Well, a clear running situation. Trying to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play.
They got a winning record.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football.
A-graded.
So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
54 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Oh, Waller, what a catch. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
That was my real defense. I didn't want to do this, but let's go.
Offense, because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And that is knocked away.
I wish I could get a tip.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
The Raiders on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's got Renfro in the end zone. Touchdown, Raiders. Hunter Renfro. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders add on to their lead. A 15-point game now. You make the extra point, and that means on the other side you need 2 touchdowns and 2 two-point conversions. That's a pretty tall order here in the 4th quarter.
Agreed, because they really needed to come up with a stop there, and even if it was just to hold them to a field goal. Now they need to plot the lucky horseshoe because they've got to get an onside kick, and we've seen nowadays those are incredibly difficult to come by.
And not to mention they got to get the touchdown and a 2-point conversion first. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From his end zone, Wilson. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Rhino. When they be going, you go from road to road.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now it's Burrow. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. Now it's Burrow.
And
it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And the Raiders are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. But with the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A big play there for the Raiders. Throwing on first down is Carr. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. Sheds off the tackle. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down the 47-yard line. So the deep ball giveth, and now the deep ball taketh away.
And you get deep on me here. I like that. Going to the next level of what you're thinking. And when you think about all the success he's had throwing the football so far, sometimes when you're doing that, you think you're invincible out there. But he was given a cold dose of reality on that throw.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Trayvon Merritt. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
You fuck that league. I was going around them, Mike. What you doing? Hurry up. Yeah, I'm going to try to get there. Nah, I never do the Broncos again. There we go. I take the Rams. Last year, that would have been a hell of a let's go.
Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the Los Angeles Rams. And off we go from SoFi Stadium. From the end zone, here comes Brandon Powell. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard.
Make that slurping noise again. Oh, what's that? K23 will offer real virtual employment opportunities at 7 different stores in the city. Players can work live shifts and earn real U.S. dollars. That's tough. They probably gonna let you let people order shoes for real, you know what I'm saying, online.
Throwing is Stafford.
Oh yeah, we know this.
And this one is incomplete.
I like it, man.
We know it's not an easy job to go and catch
passes
when people trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
The other side.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Stafford got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee.
You did all you could do.
And way out past the 35 before he's taken down. Stafford on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Stafford. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Throwing again on 2nd down. Stafford to the right side and complete to Jefferson. And they'll get this down to the 10. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
Back to throw. Stafford. Caught on the slant. Touchdown, Rams. Tyler Higbee from 10 yards out. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive. So the call's made by Sean McVay. They're going to go for 2. Stafford's going to try and throw for it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, they had that great, long, methodical drive to put it in the end zone. Then they tried to bite off a little more and get 8 points. Instead, they're sitting at 6.
But didn't that feel like
they tell us when they come pick the Bronco
on Tuesday?
Yeah. Well, you usually say that's what they do, right?
Right. That's the best one. The best ones do that. They take the emotion out of it. That felt like that was scripted. Hey, if we score in the opening drive, we're going to go for 2 and try and really gain an advantage.
She don't want it.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25.
Hey, boy, I know, boy. Hey, I know motherfuckers that explain to people.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. Carson, the first down and more as they finally wrangle him in.
Ooh, hey. I mean, when they go place, they got to explain to people now. My brother, he's a little special.
To the left side of his own line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at it.
Oh, boy.
Just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it.
Oh, they better explain to people.
Now a nice play defensively on first
watch out for
down
Mych.
as this is knocked away.
He's a little special.
Incomplete.
Oh, man, boy, I be cracking myself up sometimes, boy. Really is funny, though. Think about that. They got Tourette's,
Play
right?
action. Now Wilson. And the catch is made.
Well, you know that legit movement for to help you.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 24-yard line.
Lock it.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Don't throw that, Mike. Don't throw that, Mike. Don't run that, Mike.
The first down inside the 10, and he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Wilson gets rid of it quickly. Touchdown, Seahawks. Dwayne Eskridge from 6 yards away. And the Seahawks are now just an extra point away from moving out in front. Jason Myers now for the extra point.
Like, we was supposed to like $25.
It's up and good. So they go the conservative route instead, and it gets them a 7-6 lead here in the opening quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Powell now to take it out of the end zone.
Mike said, fuck you. You down there somewhere.
He returns this to the 22.
When you just try to tackle. Mike said, fuck you. You down there somewhere.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Yeah, because how you do it, blitz. I got to keep you in check, man.
Time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
I'm about to do something stupid anyway. I'm glad you did it. Yes, sir. Cover 3.
Danger, a really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here.
Boy, you sound like Ric Flair first. You don't got what it takes, brother.
Stafford,
you don't know about being... He boy big, man.
He's going to have a Rams first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. To the air again, Stafford. Airing it out deep for Woods.
I waited too long, though.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
That ain't going to work.
By Quandre Diggs. And the
that
Seahawks are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. So they took
I tell you, man, when they take Mike, so they got to warn people.
But in the end, the free safety is the one who comes away with the football.
And
yeah, a little slow.
You look for in a good free safety,
he make noises.
And decision making, both on display right there. And it didn't hurt that he's got a good pair of hands.
He got me. You want
And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big connection on that one. 30 yards.
What about the park guy?
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So that was a very nice play, Charles.
I tell you, look, they got a one. Look, they got a one.
Rams territory now. It's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
This morning, I woke up.
After one, a one-point game, 7-6.
Dang, boy. It's loud as well.
On 2nd down, it's Carson. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Oh, shit, lag. Hello.